Let's chant from 67, number 3, Gate Gate, Paragate, Parasangate, Bodhisvaha. Then we'll also chant from the Yoga Sutras, page 46. So that's what we'll do. We'll do 46, number 415. So 3 ohms. All right, a little call and response. Gate, 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 Paragate, Paragate, Parasangate, Parasangate, Bodhisvaha, Bodhisvaha, Gate, Gate, Paragate, Parasangate, Bodhisvaha. I think I'm too low. I think I'm too low, but that's okay. We'll go with it. Try it. Gate, Gate, Paragate, Parasangate, Bodhisvaha. Again. Gate, Gate, Paragate, Parasangate, Bodhisvaha. Once more. Gate, Gate, Paragate, Parasangate, Bodhisvaha. All right. I know I was too low for my voice. Okay, I'm going to change keys. Let's turn over to page 415. This is better. So we'll do this as a call and response. Vastu, Vastu, Samye, Samye, Chitta, Chitta, Bedat, Bedat, Tayor, Tayor, Vibhakata, Vibhakata, Pantaha, Pantaha, Vastu Samye, Vastu Samye, Chitta Bedat, Chitta Bedat, Tayor Vibhakata, Tayor Vibhakata, Pantaha, Pantaha, Vastu Samye, Chitta Bedat, Tayor Vibhakata, Pantaha, Vastu Samye, Chitta Bedat, Tayor Vibhakata, Pantaha. Let's do it together. Vastu Samye, Chitta Bedat, Tayor Vibhakata, Pantaha. Once more. Vastu Samye, Chitta Bedat, Tayor Vibhakata, Pantaha. So the first mantra we chanted, Gate, Gate, means gone, right? gone. Like it's disappearing. Stephanie's got back from a little yoga retreat with Yogeshwari, and I like how Yogeshwari ends up describing this mantra. She said, it's like, taking an onion and start with the outer skin of the onion, and the outer skin is really tough and it's papery, and you peel it off, and even that first layer underneath the skin, most people don't use that because that's kind of rigid and tough, right? And then you keep peeling and peeling and peeling and peeling away the onion. And finally, what do you have if you keep peeling the onion and keep peeling the onion? What happens? It's gone. There's nothing there. And that's kind of what this mantra is like. It's like gate, gate, paragate, gone beyond, gone ultrally beyond. But bodhi swaha, bodhi is like the super consciousness, and then swaha is like letting go of it, to throw it into the fire, right? That's the swaha. Swaha is like let go. So you peel everything away, you realize the supreme consciousness, and then you just let go of it, which is kind of like a wild concept, because you work so hard to peel everything away, and you work so hard to understand consciousness, and then let it go. Don't attach yourself to it. Detachment's a funny thing, because detachment, everything in our lives, from the day we're children, we're taught to attach to everything, unless you're from a really dysfunctional family. Mine was slightly dysfunctional, not super dysfunctional, but my family was fairly detached to everything. They were like everybody was a little bit like, oh well. So like when I heard the concept of detachment within yoga, it was easy for me to understand it, but I understood it from a very dysfunctional way, like because there was an apathy to it, and that's not what this is talking about. This is not about being apathetic, but it's about not grasping and trying to manipulate and control once you understand it. It's like let it be free, like swaha, throw it into the fire and make it an offering, get rid of it, and then go to the next level, because that's really what the Buddhists are trying to do. They're trying to find shunya, that peeling away of the onion until there's just nothing there. Hello, Johanna. And then once that's there, you're actually going to the next level. And that's a whole new mystery that has to be unboxed and unpackaged again, because we don't know what's over there after the swaha, right? But whatever is on the other side of the swaha is a little spooky for us, because we're attached to the onion. We like the onion. We like the skin of the onion, and we like that rough skin, and we like the sweet flavor of the onion inside. But in reality, we're always peeling it away. Pantanjali kind of gives you a little help with that idea of peeling it away in a healthy way of detachment, right? And so he says vastu meaning an object, samye, same, chit, the thinking mind, right? The mind of fluctuation, right? That not the working mind, not the mind that can be detached and just work, but the overthinking emotional mind, that's chit. Bedat, a path, tayor, to take, vibhakata, to split, and then pandahar would be to realize that there's different paths, kind of a realizing of that, I think. So he says, each person will perceive and interpret an object in a unique way according to their state of mind. All objects are empty. Oh, maybe that's what Pandaha means. It's the emptiness. Pandaha, all objects are empty and only appear through the lens of the individual's projections. So when he's saying this, he's like saying the same kind of thing. He's like, you have the object, the onion, and in reality, to start to realize that there's nothing there, not even an onion, you have to peel the layers away. You have to pull them apart and start to understand that your mind is projecting onto the onion, right? So is the skin of the onion, is it really tough? Is it useless? Is it, when you throw it away thinking that it's useless, is it really useless? That's your projection. Is the first layer tough, and is it useless, and can it be thrown away? And is the inside sweet? Well, it may be sweet to you, but there may be somebody who doesn't like onions. They find them pungent, right? Some people may find them like hot to the taste, right? And that idea of peeling it away until there's nothing left, he's kind of saying the same thing to us that we have to do when we're observing something in meditation, or we're observing the mind in meditation. The way to deal with it is to peel it away. Like, why do we see it that way? And analyze it from the point of view of the witness, and let go of the attachments, the swaha of it, so that you can be detached to the object in a healthy way, because you're understanding the object, but you're understanding it without a preference or a prejudice, right? The object now, you can see both sides, right? And what he's saying is that if you can do that, then you can end all conflict with other people around you, because you as the yogi are not going to go into the argument, in the debate, because you totally understand that they see the object the way that their mind is projecting onto it, and you've taken the object and you've peeled it away till there's nothing left. You know it inside and out. You know it completely. And therefore you're like, well, that's just where they are in their observation skills. Their observation skills are different at this point. So you're not going to try to convince them anymore. I used to do that. I used to try, like when I first started practicing yoga, I still believe that it's a dualistic experience that we're having, right? And so when I would run into dualists, all those Vaishnavas that were dualists, those Hare Krishnas, they were like, no, this is Krishna's over there and we're here and this is Maya. And I would go, no, it's not. That's silly. And I would like argue and debate. And it would go on for hours. And then one day I realized I wasn't getting anywhere with any of them. That's what they believed. They believed the world was a dualistic world, and that, they were here and that thing that they were wanting to experience was up here, and there was a separation. And that was fine. Like, let them have that experience. Stop trying to convince them that this is right and that's wrong. Because for them, that's right. That's what they're understanding. Do you want to get a bolster? A cramp. So that idea that when we're like talking about these ideas, we always have to know that the people around us are experiencing them at different levels and at different points of their lives. And they're maybe not even willing to unwrap the onion yet. They're focused on the onion and they are not ready to peel it apart. And that's okay. Let them be where they are going to be at this moment. And when they're ready to start peeling away the layers and peeling away the onion and figuring out why their mind is projecting onto something in a certain way, they'll do it. But they have to do it in their own time. And when it works for them in their sadhana. Does that kind of make sense? And we could take it with anything, We could say that about everything. Like, why is the world the way it is right now? Well, it's because of the way that people project upon it. And right now, that's the way the world is projecting, right? The masses are projecting onto the world that way. Doesn't mean that it's right. It just means that that's where they're projecting. My phone. Oh, there it is. Thank you. We're going to practice a little pranayama. This is going to be a very intense pranayama because it has inhale kumbhaka and exhale kumbhaka. Inhale retention and exhale retention. And so usually people have a certain emotional reaction to either one or the other or both of them. And the point of it is to kind of watch how your mind reacts to it, right? We'll practice Vishnu Mudra. There'll be a 4-count inhale followed by a 16-count inhale retention, holding the breath in for 16 counts. Then we will exhale for 8 counts. So the exhale is twice as long as the inhale. And then we will hold the exhale out for 12 counts. Does that make sense? Now, this is all through the nose. And when you have that chance to breathe in for 4 counts, take a nice full breath in. Don't be shy about breathing. Because what happens is people want to be a little shy about it. And then when they're holding the breath in for 16 counts, they think they're going to die. You're not going to die. But I do want you to know I want you to be the witness to how the mind's going to react on the inhale and exhale kumbhakas. Okay? We won't do that many rounds because it kind of takes some time to get through it. Like 4 or 5, takes about 5 minutes. And then I'll give a few directions for meditation and we'll sit quietly for 15 minutes. And there, I want you to just do the same thing. Observe the mind. Right? The mind's the onion, the chit. And if you're just going to sit and watch it, that's fine. If you're going to try to peel it away, try to peel it away. If you're ready to kind of start taking it apart, it's okay to take it apart. If you're at that point, you'll know what I mean. Like you'll start the idea of starting to ask yourself, why am I thinking like this? Why am I feeling like this? Why am I attaching myself to these thoughts and these feelings? Why am I in that state of identifying with it and feel like that the thoughts and the feelings make me who I am? Is the thoughts and the feelings who I am? Who am I? I mean, that's the big question, right? That's when the onion gets all the way down to the last little bit, the who am I? And then you peel that away and you realize I am. That there's nothing there, right? That's really the beauty of the practice. But that's a lot of work to get to that point, okay? So you want to sit up nice and tall. Like I said, we'll practice Vishnu Mudra. Index finger and middle finger of the right hand will come into the palm. The right thumb's going to close off the right nostril. The right ring finger will close off the left nostril. And then when we hold the breath in, you'll just pinch underneath the cartilage of the nose and hold the breath in. Okay? And this will be pretty easy. You want to close the eyes and bring the gaze up toward the third eye. The left hand can rest on the left thigh. The palm can rest up or down. If it's resting up, you're receiving energy. If it's resting downward, you're giving energy. And so just as you close the eyes, take a moment, inhale through both nostrils, and fill up your lungs completely, and feel how expansive you are on that inhale. And then as you exhale everything out all the way to the bottom, feel how expansive you are at the end of the exhale. Then close off the right nostril, slowly breathe in through the left, 2, 3, 4, close off the left nostril, hold that in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Open the left, exhale out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Closing the left, hold that out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Open the right, inhale, 2, 3, 4. Closing the right, hold that in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Open the right, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Closing the right, hold that out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That made one round. Open the left, inhale, 2, 3, 4. Closing the left, hold that in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Open the left, exhale out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Closing the left, hold that out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Open the right, inhale, 2, 3, 4. Closing the right, hold that in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Open the right, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Closing the right, hold that out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Open the left, inhale, 2, 3, 4. Closing the left, hold that in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Open the right, exhale, left, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Closing the left, hold that out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Open the right, inhale, 2, 3, 4. Close the right, hold that in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Open the right, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Closing the right, hold that out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Open the left, inhale, 2, 3, 4. Closing the left, hold that in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Open the left, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Closing the left, hold that out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Open the right, inhale, 2, 3, 4. Close the right, hold that in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Open the right, exhale out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Closing the right, hold that out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Last round. Inhale left, 2, 3, 4. Closing the left, hold that in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Open the left exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Closing the left, hold that out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Opening the right, inhale, 2, 3, 4. Closing the right, hold that in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Opening the right, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Closing the right, hold that out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Gently remove the right hand from the right nostril. Breathe evenly through both. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhaling 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhaling 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhaling 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now continue those deep full inhales and those deep full exhales in that relaxed, even way on your own. Closing the eyes, start to draw all the senses inward. And as you draw the senses inward, allow the breath to calm the mind and allow the mind to just do what it does. But I want you to be the witness to the mind. Watch the mind. Try to step away from it like you're watching a movie. You're not in the movie. You're watching it. Observe it. And if you get caught up in it and you start adding into the narrative, focus on the breath. Count the breath even. Step away from the mind on your own. Silently to yourself, tell yourself, I'm not this body. This body is outside of me. Silently tell yourself, I'm not this mind. This mind is outside of me. Silently tell yourself, I'm not these feelings. These feelings are outside of me. Silently tell yourself, I'm not these thoughts. These thoughts are outside of me. Silently tell yourself you're a Swayambhakash, the light within, self-illuminating, enlightened. Bringing the hands together and rubbing the hands together, building heat within the hands. And then bring the hands over the eyes and allow the heat from the hands to be absorbed into the eyes. And bring the hands under the forehead, the top of the head, the back of the head, the nape of the neck. And then gently bring the hands together, the center of the chest. And bow the head slightly, sealing the practice. And then gently open the eyes and welcome back. And you can move around. What did you say? So how was that for you? Like, what was that experience like? Right? Right? So when you felt the back pain, what was your reaction to it? Huh? Yeah. And so, what was the reaction to the thoughts that were coming? Because I'm not, so what were the thoughts that were coming? Like work related stuff? So you were you watching them, or were you thinking, oh yeah, I gotta finish that to-do list? Oh yeah, I gotta do that tomorrow. Okay. So also, no, one thing I think that's important to try to do, modern life is just overwhelmed with work. Carve time out for your sadhana. Like 15 minutes of quiet time. Don't think about work. Your boss doesn't own you that much. I'm serious. And unless you're just obsessed, unless you are the boss and you're just in your, you're attached to I know people like that they can't, they own the business. All they think about is the business. They can never stop. They can't even enjoy a meal without thinking about the business, right? And it becomes that, it goes back to that idea of the attachment to something. But then the sad thing is they suck us, those people suck us into, when we're their employees, they suck us into that, and then they have you running the hamster wheel even when it's your time. It's true. And they feel like that you should be doing that. They make you feel like, and I'm not one of those people. I think that like when it comes to work, you should work hard and put, because I think that's the honest exchange that happens. You put in the work, you get paid. This is the reciprocation. But I also believe that when it's 5:00 and I clock out, see ya. I'll talk to you tomorrow. I'm not picking up the phone at 8:00. Don't call me freaking out. Okay. So that's what I would say. When you're going for meditation, know that the mind has been conditioned to think about work. Right. And let go of it. It's fine. It's okay for you to have 15 minutes for you. Unless you just love that job so much. Right, and guess what? After the 15 minutes, it's still going to be there. Did you thinking about it for the... Right, and so that's what you want to become the witness to, that's what's dominating your mind. And that you now want to tell the mind, I'm not thinking about that right now. I'm going to drop that. I'm thinking about the breath for the next 15 minutes. You see what I'm saying? Because if you don't, then the mind, the chit, is just swirling. Patanjali, what he wants you to do is he wants you to first realize that the chitta vrittis, are the mind fluctuations, are happening, accept that they're happening. Now, how do we stop them for a little while in meditation? How do we focus on the other object? In this case, it was the breath. That's the object. Watch the breath, count the breath. Acknowledge the mind. It's going on, carrying on, doing its thing, going back and forth. And then peel the way of the onion. Right? Peel the onion away. Peel the mind away. Peel it away. So there's nothing left but this pure consciousness, which is spacious. It's empty. And for a few moments, there's peace. Right? But when you come out of it, all that stuff's going to be there. And worrying about it while you're sitting in meditation is going to change it. It's not going to change it one bit, What about you, Johanna?
One of the things that I actually encountered from coming here for the past, so many years is that I don't want to say my mind is late, but every time I come, I find answers to, it's like whatever you try to have is for me. Thank you.
Right.
That's how it feels. And then attachment, we talked about attachment today, is completely different, right? Because I used to believe that I struggled with it, and I have learned I accept it. I'm not against myself attaching emotionally, or physically, or socially to something or someone.
Right.
What it was for me, what is happening to me? And I was like, oh, it's happening again. And I step away.
Right.
Meditation helps me to do that.
Right.
So today was one of the things, it's safe to feel sad. That's what I was coming to, where I've been going through the whole week.
Right.
It is safe. And I felt that emptiness and safety.
Right. Right.
That space that you mentioned, it feels okay at that very moment, peaceful.
Right.
It doesn't matter so bad, sure. It felt that way, never looking at it, so it's just
Yeah. And here again, I think there's that idea of healthy attachment and unhealthy attachment, and healthy detachment and unhealthy detachment, right? Because they're both flip sides of the same coin. And that idea of that when you're attached to something and you want to dominate it and control it and manipulate it and make it do what you want it to do to make you happy, that's an unhealthy attachment. But like healthy attachment would be to nurture it and be willing to let it go when it's time to let it go, when it wants to go, right? Because and then this that unhealthy detachment would be not caring. Yes, or avoiding the sadness also would be a type of unhealthy detachment. Like if somebody passed away, I'm not going to feel sad about this because I'm so detached from it. Then that would be very unhealthy. Like it's okay to feel sad. It's a mourning process. But like I have a friend who her parents died 40 years ago, and she talks about it like it happened yesterday. And it's a cycle that she can't overcome. And then when she gets in these kind of sentimental moments where she feels like her life isn't going the way she wants it to go, she starts talking about mom and dad, and mom died and dad died, and like all of a sudden it's like it just happened yesterday. And then it kind of that becomes the thing that she can attach to, so that she can feel bad about everything else. It gives her justification to feel bad about everything else. Yeah.
I'm not saying that emotions are, I have heard that emotions are, that I'm not the emotion.
You're not the emotion. Yeah.
Tomorrow,
It's going to change.
I could be sad right now, but I know that tomorrow.
Right.
Before it wasn't.
Yeah.
I'm sure that meditation has helped me, yoga, so
Yeah.
to be fine with it. I know tomorrow will be better.
Yeah.
Later on, just exercise and do yoga.
Yeah.
Just switches.
Yeah. It's the attachment to the sadness and realizing that tomorrow it's going to change. Today you're sad. Tomorrow you're not sad. That's the way it is, and that's the way the mind works. That's the fluctuations of the mind. And once you realize that's the way the mind works, then you can get out of the hamster wheel when you want to. Yeah. I'm over being sad now. Okay. I'm moving on. We're moving on now. Because you want to be in charge of the mind. That's the thing. You want to be in charge of it. What about you?
So it was quite empty, which is good. And if you got few thoughts were coming, but I think the mind did, which was good. It was just concentrating on my breath. I'm working everything time, nothing.
Yeah.
It was just good. It was very nice. And my thing, where I believe is to have a responsibility, but that's how my mind is. I'm not attached to it.
Right. It's
I'm not good that because I know that if I become emotional and if I get attached to whether it's my son, my husband, anybody, they know that she will never be attached. If they go away, I will be fine because whatever responsibility I have, whatever love, I will still love them.
right. Yeah.
For me, if they go away, I will be perfectly fine because that's how I make my life.
And at some point they will go away.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You have to, once you kind of once you're comfortable with it, you realize that they will go away. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Because there was a lot of loss. Yes. Yeah. 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 Well, and see the expectation, if you go back to that Pantanjali Sutra, that's the projection, right? Each person projects onto the object. The expectation, the object, whether it's your children or your husband or whatever, you have to, they don't have the same expectation that you do. So like, there was that one way of doing it is like, like what we're talking about. But then the other way is that you have that person who tells everybody what their expectations are, and then the love becomes very conditional. Like, I will love you if you meet my expectations. If you don't meet my expectations, unavoidable.
The attachment itself is me like finding this place a safe place for me. Somehow,
right.
I'm actually emotionally, spiritually, I'm attached to it somehow. Whether
right.
at some point I will stop coming or whatever happens, I can't come anymore. But still, there is a connection between this space and myself here.
Right.
At this very moment, and when it happens, but whatever happens in the future.
Right.
Always some sort of attachment.
Right.
There is a connection.
I think that I do see that happen spiritually too, right? Like that is something that happens spiritually. Like we move into this world where we hear these teachings and we go, okay, so I'm going to start detaching from this thing over here that's always been troubling in my life for all these years, whether it's the job or the family or like politics or whatever. And I get attached to this thing over here. Now, this thing over here is at least, it's at least sattvic, right? It's not tamasic and rajasic, it's sattvic. However, that I've seen people throughout the years who, if something fell apart within that, they stop their practice. The practice ends. Because then they were projecting that same attachment they had over here. Now that becomes it, and all of a sudden they get their feelings hurt and they stop practicing. They the place closes down and they stop meditating, or they don't take the teachings and apply them in their lives, because the physical place no longer exists. That the attachment to the physical place became so powerful. I saw that happen when Jivamukti closed. Like, teachers who had physical, they practiced asana every day, and all of a sudden, it was gone. And like, you saw them like, oh, I don't really, like a year later, they were, well, I don't really practice anymore. I'm like, how can you not do that? I mean, layers away. Right.
That's just a thought too.
Yeah. Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah. No, I understand what it's like that letting go, but is the onion finished? I think that's how do I know that the onion's finished? That's the fine line of egoism and spirituality, and do I really know when the onion is peeled away, there's nothing left? I don't know. Like I always am coming at it from that point of view personally. That means there's always something else to learn and somewhere else deeper to go. That I've never mastered anything. Maybe that's, because at some point somebody wants the onion to be swaha, like they want to swaha it, But like it's like, well, maybe, there's that idea like, okay, so that peeled away naturally because of whatever we're talking about, business closing, Jivamukti closing, they closed the studio, all those teachers were disbanded, homeless, whatever. That's all physical. That's all still, but the lessons that they learned and the things that they learned in their daily sadhana, they should be able to apply that anywhere on the subway. Yes, they're supposed to become that. So they're supposed to embody that. So that if the physical manifestation of the building disappears, the teachings don't disappear. But is it, like at what point is that you have realized the self, let's call it that, realize the self to the point where there's nothing left to realize or to, I don't know what, I don't know what that looks like. Maybe the Dalai Lama does. Maybe the Dalai Lama knows, I don't know, but like I'm not sure I know what that looks like. Uh-huh. Maybe he knew. Maybe Thich Nhat Hanh knew. What were you going to say? There's more and more and more and more. Well, the Upanishads, one of the things that I learned later, I did not learn this from my original yoga teachers. The Upanishads are very clear. Those that think they know nothing, and those that say they know nothing know more than they think. So I never forget when I was, maybe it was Dev Dutt who said that to me. And like, as soon as he said it to me, I'm like, always go at it like you know nothing. Just always be in that space that I don't know. Maybe I don't know anything, because there's maybe more to reveal. And that really, it really changed the way I think about so many things. Like one of the things I said to one of my apprentice, I said, well, a rock could have consciousness, and she's a scientist. I said to see her reaction. And she's like, a rock does not have consciousness. I was like, how do you know that? How are you sure? Are you absolutely positive that in some way it's still made up of the same atoms and everything else that we all are made out of? So like, are you sure it's not connected to consciousness? It's just an object just sitting there in the dirt. Are you sure? She couldn't say she was sure. She was like, well, if we like look at like what is it called, string theory and blah blah blah, like maybe, but that's not proven yet. And I'm like, so do you know? You certain? Yeah. So it's kind of an enigma. It's always a bit of a puzzle, right? It has to be completed. A jigsaw puzzle you can't complete. Yep. It's mind-blowing. Yeah, because then you kind of feel like that what you're experiencing on the smallest part is what the biggest part is experiencing also. It's inhaling and exhaling, and it's expanding, and it's conscious, and it's kind of like you're just a little microcosm of the universe itself already, and you're experiencing the universe just in this form. And yeah. Yeah.
It's like, it's not for me. I don't know, it's just not for me.
Yeah. No, I've talked to God. I said, if I have to come back a second time, another time, I want it to be a little bit better politically. I'll come back, but do you have to put me in this mess? Oh, yeah, I want to be taller. And can you make me taller? I want to be taller. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think that I think this is another conversation, but, there was a time, like if we look back and when this gentleman wrote this book, of the Yoga Sutras, the common person did not know what the Raj was doing. They were unaware of it. Time was different, seen different, information was given differently. Now, everything that happens, we know about it the second it happens. And I say it all the time. Pantanjali was worried about your mind, and the most annoying thing that was happening was a monkey in the tree outside the hut. And now he would not even know what to think of what we have to deal with. He would feel so sorry for us, because like I said, like it would be the lion roaring that would be the fear that would, and the monkey annoying that's stealing your fruit from the windowsill. That would be his biggest problem. But now, you're in a world where you're facing every day the end of humanity, because you know that there's insane people all around the world that have the capability of doing that. Patanjali didn't think of that. She got the panther to talk.
She understood why he was so angry. I mean, she told the story, but basically and the things that she said about the panther's previous situation where it was before were true, and she didn't know, there wouldn't have been a way for her to have known that,
right.
I guess, coming into it,
right?
Based on whatever she outwardly interacted with this panther. Through images, she would say, that she knew what the panther said about, and then we changed the things that she said. It would turn into a completely different animal. So it had been rescued, and it was
right.
But they didn't, whatever. So,
yeah. Yeah. I think they're smarter than we like to think. All right, 3 ohms. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bringing the hands together in undulating mudra, bowing the head slightly, giving thanks and praise for the teachers and teachings of yoga from the past, the present, and still teachers and teachings yet to be revealed. Om Bolo Sadguru Bhagavan Ki Jai. Namaste. Thank you all, everybody, and thank you, Deb. I think Deb's going to be watching this online with us. So It's always nice to have people online.